Let me start live.
Da, 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 da.
Yes,
Make sure.
it should be live. We should be starting. It's gonna tell me if it's starting. It is now live. Welcome back, everybody, to LashayVenturePodcast. I do have a special guest here with me. I would like him to go ahead and introduce himself. Can you let everybody know who you are?
What's up, y'all? My name is Billy Covington, former member of the legendary High Five R&B group.
Can you tell them a little bit about yourself?
A little bit about myself. Grew up in upstate New York. Started singing early. Joined the group. Played a bunch of instruments. Ended up kind of losing music when basketball and sports came in. Ended up going to West Virginia State. Played ball. Um, and left 2 years early to pursue music. Um, but yeah, early on, got to work with some really cool people. Naughty by Nature, and all the cats that came out of KG's camp. Jaheim next, all those guys were my neighbors. So pretty cool.
So how did you like get introduced into the industry? How did you start? Like how did it become, you going into a group?
Um, Introduced into the industry was KG, the DJ for Naughty by Nature. I was playing ball at the rec center around the corner from my house on North 18th Street in Jersey, and I was singing, and I was dropping J's, and he was like, "Bro, are you literally singing and shooting threes?"
Oh wow.
Yeah. He was like cool. He was like, cause he knew my cousin Randy, and my cousin Randy was telling him like, yo, my cousin from New York, man, he got it. Like, you gotta meet him. And I kind of met him by accident because Randy wasn't there that day. So I met him, and he was just kind of finished signing everybody at Divine Mill. He had signed Jaheim. Next was on the label. Coffee Brown was on the label, so he was kind of tapped out with what he was doing with the label. But he was like, "Yo, let me introduce you to some cats." So he took me around the corner and introduced me to this producer. His name was Mufi. Mufi won a Grammy because he produced UNITY for Queen Latifah. He did that album. So he introduced me to him. Long story short, he was like, "Bro, you dope. We need to work." We worked for like, I don't know, maybe a month or so, and then he owned a building, and one of the apartments upstairs from the studio was vacant. So I moved from up the hill in New Jersey to down the hill in New Jersey, and on 18th Street. And like after that, it was like introduction after introduction after introduction. Like everybody that was in Jersey doing music, I was introduced to. So that's how I got
Did it
started in the music industry.
did it move fast for you? Like once you did actually get into that, did it move fast? It was a lot of faster.
Um, it moved fast, but at the same time, it moved slow. And I say that because I was around some pretty heavy hitters at that time, and in no way was I on that level. Like I was around, the Darren Lighties and the Donnell Joneses, Eddie F, Eddie Berkeley, who had did Ideal. He did songs for Jaheim. He did songs for Next. Sheldon Good ended up being my roommate. Phenomenal musician, phenomenal engineer. He taught me so much. And yeah, like he did all of Donnell Jones. He was Whitney Houston's music director for a minute. So I was around some cats that was getting money pretty much, and trying to figure out where I fit in. But at the time, I was really learning how to do stuff. Like I was a decent writer, but I was learning how to produce. I was learning how to record. I was learning, the backgrounds and all of that stuff and how to lay them. So I was really a student at that time. So I wasn't necessarily ready for that. But like,
Mhm.
opportunities came up, but it seemed like every time an opportunity came up, something else came up. So it was kind of, pushed to the side, or, I write a song for Coco from SWV, and then her label drops her. Like, I write a song for Coffee Brown, and, the A&R was like, oh, we already got all these songs. That song is dope. Maybe next album. So it was stuff like that. But it did move quick, but like I said, it moved slow. Like the process of actually making money moves slow.
How did you feel when you had your first big performance?
Um, my first big performance, I was in a group called R&B ish with a guy
Oh,
named Brian Adams, who actually wrote Just in Case remix for Jaheim, with Nas on it, the record with Nas on it. I was in a group with him. I think our first really big performance, we were at Webster Hall. We opened up for Parliament, George Clinton, and that was really dope. And we did a lot of local shows. Did some stuff in New York, all the underground stuff, Chaz and Wilson, Sugar Bar, all of that stuff. But like, that was the taste of actually performing in front of a lot of people.
was you nervous?
I was. I'm shaking in my boots. But at the
Why
same
did you
time,
sing? Like
at
you
the same
sing
time,
so
like I
good.
had a, so it was weird because I was in a group in high school called Shades of Black. It was four of us, and we basically were doing the Jodeci, Boys to Men guy. Like we were doing cover stuff. So I had that taste. I was part of the DARE program, the drug awareness resistance education with the police department, and we used to go
Yeah,
to
they
all these
don't even
schools.
have that no more, I don't think.
Right. I don't think they have it no more. But at the time, we were going around to these schools and we were singing. So, I got to perform in front of like locals, people my age and all of that stuff at that time. So, I got a taste of it. But like actually performing with somebody who had platinum records, like
Wow.
Parliament, was like, it was big for us. So it was definitely something new and I loved it. Like I was nervous, of course, getting ready to go out there, but I had so much confidence. As humble as I am, at the time I had a stage ego. When I got
Uh-oh.
on stage, it was like it's time to go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So we did our thing, which was really cool. Never really
So
took off. You know,
you was okay afterwards.
yeah, definitely okay. Felt good about the performance. We got a lot of kudos. People were coming up asking us what we were doing. We met a lot of people. So, that was really cool. And it put us in some other rooms that we wouldn't have been able to get in unless we were
Mm,
there at that place. Because there were some people there at that place that was like, yo, y'all all right. And you live with who? Like everybody at the time knew everybody that I was messing with as far as writing and production. So,
so it opened up
it was
more doors.
yeah, it opened up some more
That's a
doors,
blessing.
definitely. Yep.
Because you can't really do that. You don't really get that opportunity no more.
Nah, you don't. You don't.
It's hard to kind of like get a person that know a person these days, especially now in the industry and how things are made. Because I
It
guess
is
I'll just
because
out.
people be like, "Yeah, I know somebody," but it's like, how do you know them? You know what I
Exactly.
mean? What's your relationship with them? Like when I
Hmm.
said I knew, Mufi and KG, I live with them, so yeah, I knew them.
You knew them personally. Exactly. You knew
Right.
them
So
personally.
that's a different kind of I know you. Um, but everybody talks a good game and all of that good stuff, and when it comes time to put up or shut up, a lot of people turn off. So
Exactly. A lot of people shut up.
right,
You
yeah,
know of this person. You don't know this person. Like keep it
right,
100. Talking to them every day. You know of
right,
them.
right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It sounds about right. That's about right in the industry
right,
nowadays.
right. Smoke and mirrors.
Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. Pretty much.
Right.
How do you balance all this? Like, now as you are, you still singing and stuff. Like,
Hmm.
how do you balance it?
Man,
What do you know right now that you wish you would have knew back then?
um, there are so many things I could go on and on and on and on and on. But I wish, honestly, I wish I would have been an executive.
Hmm.
Um, because the artist part, like, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I like working with people. I like working, with intelligent people who have goals and are driven, and I'm decent with business. My math is good and all of that type of stuff. Um, but really, that's where the money's at on the executive side. Like, for real, artists make money, but think about how much the executives are making versus the artists.
Exit as
They're,
producers and stuff.
right,
Yeah.
right. Producers, A&Rs, you know,
Mhm.
maybe owning a label or something like that. Um, but really, I guess diving into the business as a youngster would have been a lot more beneficial for me. I was chasing something that I probably shouldn't have been chasing at the time. You know, high school top 20th percentage of my class, went to college, scholarship, all good stuff. Like, I wasn't just a singer.
Mhm.
So you know, things happen the way they happen. I wouldn't change it for real. Um,
Girl, because you got to experience a lot.
yeah, I got to experience. I got to travel the world, all over the United States. All these huge venues and all of this stuff. So it's been really cool. And, like, for me, travel is the thing for me. Like, I love to be moving in a plane or somewhere, going somewhere different, experiencing people, food, and things. And that's just
Is
my
there
thing.
one state that you travel to that you would like to go back to, or a country? Because you say you've been all over the world.
Probably not really a state, because I've been a. Somebody put up on Instagram the other day, like, how many states have you been to, and I think I was up to like 40,
Out of the
like,
50?
out of the 50, 51.
Oh,
So up to
wow.
like 40, like, and it was like really like midwestern, western states that I hadn't been to: Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota. It was stuff like that. Like, I've been to like so many places.
You been to the
Countries,
cold? Been to
huh?
Alaska? Alaska? You been to Alaska?
I have not. So
Oh, it's too cold out there.
that's a bucket list trip for me, because I am an outdoorsman. So
Oh.
I like to fish. I like to hunt. I like to do all of that stuff that you see on TV with them other people doing. I grew up.
It's some of us that's doing it now,
Nah,
though. Like,
it really is, but they don't be on TV like that.
nah, nah,
But I know a whole lot of hunters, black hunters. But yeah, Alaska is definitely a bucket list trip. Been to Hawaii, all throughout the South, every southern Alabama, Louisiana, Florida,
I know you've been to
Atlanta.
Texas. I know you've been here to Houston.
Oh, of course, of course. I was just down there. I wanted to see Chris Brown last year. Um,
Wow.
in Houston. Yeah. But yeah,
He'll
I've
be back
performed
out
in
here in
Houston.
October with Usher. So
Huh?
he'll be back out here in October with Usher.
I know, I know, I know. Like, I seen Usher and I seen Chris, but I ain't beat.
See
Let
them
somebody call me and be
together.
like, yo, I got some tickets. And I love them dudes, but the cheap tickets $500.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Right. Right. But
You
six
gotta
degrees
get
of separation, I might
yeah.
be able to get me some tickets. So
I mean, for hours down here right now, it's not too much because it's not October. You
it's
know, it's
it's
still the
early.
summertime.
Right.
It's early, so you better
Yeah.
get them early because
Don't
you
mess
close to the
around. I know the floor
yeah.
seats when I went and when I went down to the stadium down there, I think the floor seats were like 1,200,
Hmm.
something like that. And
Yeah, I was
scalpers, of
playing with
course,
it
were
around.
probably more. I had some like $800 seats, so they were decent seats. But it's a lot of money.
That's how much you gonna. That's about how much money you gonna pay to see
Yeah,
them.
and
You
I
talking
didn't pay
about
for
first
those.
round?
I didn't pay for those. So, right.
That's about how much.
Yeah.
So growing up, how was it for you? Like, how was it growing up? Like, as a
Um,
kid, how were you? Were you singing all the time?
I was.
Class clown? What were you? Which one were you?
I was singing all the time. My mom sang. My dad played the bass. Um, just
So you
kind of
grew up
mixed
in
it up.
music.
My dad played the bass. My mom sang. My dad played the bass.
Can you hear me?
We back? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we back. We back. You grew up in music, like in your house. Your household was like music, bass, like mom, dad. Yeah, this audio be cutting up. Hold on, y'all. This audio be cutting up. This technology, y'all gotta pray for this technology. It's
All right.
okay. I can hear you now. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I had to switch out a cord. It just started shorting out. Crazy stuff. Um, I'm sorry. What was your? Oh, growing up.
yeah.
Um, I grew up in upstate New York. My mom sang. My dad played the bass. Um, you know, I played a bunch of instruments in school: drums, guitar. Played trumpet for a little while, saxophone for a little while. Like it was all like, let me figure out what my life is going to be musically. As a kid, did every talent show that I could. Michael Jackson, El DeBarge, everybody who kind of fit. My voice fit into at the time. Um, so yeah, it was really cool. Like I was always singing with my friends and
You
listening to
grew up
music.
in. You
Huh?
grew up in. You grew up in music. Like your family
I
came
did
from
like
music.
my family like really enjoyed music. My parents had a crazy record collection. We had record players like in every room in the house. So, you know, just listening to music and like kind of getting lost in melodies and lyrics. Stevie Wonder was big for me. Donny Hathaway was big for me. Marvin Gaye was big for me. Um, Side note, growing up, as I was playing instruments, there were certain people and certain artists that I followed, like Najee, and
Hmm.
I played guitar, so I was into like long hair rock, um, and that
So
that
like Elvis Presley, but like
huh
Elvis
huh
Presley, like a Elvis Presley.
no, 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 hell no. Nah,
You said rock. I just thought about rock and roll.
nah. I'm talking like Motley Crue, Bon Jovi, Dokken, uh, Metallica, like heavy metal.
Okay.
Not no Elvis rock. I'm talking about real.
Say
I'm
not no
talking about.
Elvis.
I'm talking about real long hair rock. Guns N' Roses, Kiss, like that was my thing. And I got a chant. I had a best friend growing up. Philip March, his name was. I wonder where Phil is at. But Phil's dad owned a production company in my city.
Hmm.
So any concerts that came to my city, I got free tickets.
Oh
So
wow.
I have seen
You just said
so
it all.
many concerts and rock bands and been in that environment for so long. It just, it was always something that I was enamored by. So,
Who inspired you the most? Like while you was doing this, like while you was doing the music, like inspired you the most? Who did you look at, like when you first got into doing music? Who did you actually look at, like growing up? Like
Um,
who was the first person you thought of? Like, I want to do this, but I want to be like this person. You know how sometimes you want to be you inspired by this person.
I mean, it was Michael Jackson. Like,
I think that's everybody's favorite.
yeah, like Mike was it. He was the R&B pop god back then. Had the clothes, you know what I'm saying?
The
He had a Jerry curl,
glove,
he had a curl and all that. And
yeah.
you know, both versions of Mike. I like the off the wall version of Mike. I like the Destiny version of Mike, but then I like the bad version of Mike, and then the Thriller, version, like, kind of evolved with him, just because he was the guy. Like, he was like the first black pop artist on MTV. Like, really?
It was hot.
So I think that was aspirations for a lot of young musicians and artists
I mean, you
at the
could see
time.
it when the movie came out. Now, when the movie came out, you even see the little kids now that weren't even
Right,
older back then, dressed up as Michael. Like,
right. Man, I had the leather pants, the jacket with the zippers, and all that. I had the high waters with the white socks, and my sister made me a glove. I wasn't playing back then, like eight
them
years old.
gloves. It's the glove
Yeah,
for, yeah.
man, I was trying to get it back then. What? Couldn't tell me I wasn't Michael Jackson. But yeah, definitely Mike. Early, but then as I started to evolve and mature musically, listening back, it was like it was the Stevie Wonders, it was the Donny Hathaways, it was the Whitney Houstons. It was more so it was more so lyrical content that grabbed me. And
Yeah.
I think that's why I love writing so much, is because I was captivated by how they wrote and then put those words to melodies. It all made sense, and it was these extravagant stories of life and how we move through life. Um,
I mean, back then, that's how they wrote. They wrote
yeah,
with a passion.
yeah,
Back
it was
then, it was a
it was
passion.
a
It was something.
purpose, and
Yes.
you remember those records.
Yeah, you do.
You remember those records like you remember the alphabet,
Yeah.
because the melodies made sense. The lyrical
A lot.
content made sense. It told a story to you, like it meant something. You can apply it to your life. So you remember those stuff. Now it's just like, man, what the
Yeah,
hell
it's
was
not
that
like
song? Just right. What did
it's
they
not like
say?
which one you talking about? I know you ain't talking about what everybody else talking about.
Man, right. But it's just like it's so many songs that just had the same subject matter. It's like, how you don't be remembering
I don't
stuff
think they
like,
think outside of the box no more. It's not
nah.
like how it used to be.
I think we've gone through a time where everybody had an identity crisis. They didn't know who they wanted to be.
Yes.
They didn't know who they wanted to be, and it's always a question when I do forums and I talk to students of the game, and do interviews with people, young artists coming up. I
Hmm.
always I always ask them, like, if you had to compare yourself to somebody, or if you feel like you sounded like somebody, da, 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 the minute they give me that answer, I don't really want to talk to you no more.
Hmm.
I don't. If you give me an answer, be like, yeah, well, I sound like Drake. We already got Drake. We don't need another Drake.
Yeah, exactly. Sound like
You
yourself. I
know?
think that people don't. They, like I said, as for social media, put so much out there. So now it's like everybody have a social media brain. Like, I'm
Right,
not going to be myself. I got to be like this person in order to get this place. I got to
right.
look like this person in order to get here. Like, no, you don't. Be yourself. Be authentic. That's
Yeah.
what's going to be everywhere. But
That
like I said, it's brainwashed. So.
that's what it is, and it's just like there's so many of the same. Like, we don't need to say, like, back in the day, in the '90s, even before the
It was
'90s, early 2000s, when a record came on the radio, you knew who the hell it was.
mm-hmm.
The first two or three lyrics, you knew who it was. Whether it was a group or if it was a solo artist, there was really no identity crisis. Everybody just kind of had their own thing and they rocked how they did. Um, but once once there was so much misuse of money in the record industry, um, and the label started closing and all of that stuff, it became a free for all.
Yeah.
It was a free for all. There was no more. Let me find the best, dopest artists and put some money behind them, develop them as an artist so they could be them. It was just an open market to whatever you could put out, you put
Anybody can
out.
come and rap now.
Right, right.
Anybody can come and rap. Anybody can come and sing. It's not like it used to be.
It's
You have
not
to have. Back in the day, they had a different type of talent, and I'm not even that old, but I'm a '90s baby. But still, like I still
right,
listen to. Like I grew up, my grandma raised me, so I grew up in '80s music. Listen to all the '80s music
right.
stuff like that. If you listen to that music and compare it to now, you be like, no comparison.
You be like,
Like really, like
no, no.
no comparison. You can't compete. That's how you can't compete. Where you can't compare. No
And
comparison at all.
there are artists that cut through the cracks, that
Some
make
do.
it through the cracks, but those artists are artists that are funded.
Hmm.
So they're able to get to the right ears, the right audience, all of that. It takes money. Um, paying $30 for a DistroKid account and putting records out ain't gonna get you seen by millions of people. It's gonna get you seen
Exactly.
by your friends who you have on your Instagram account or your Facebook account. Like it's gonna be that. But when these cats got money, man, they marketing all over the world.
Yeah.
They be in debt. They be in debt for a
Not for
minute.
real.
But
That,
once their popularity grows, then they can become really independent and do their own thing. But it's tough nowadays. It's not
it's
really an
hard.
easy thing.
Yeah,
Right.
it's hard. You gotta, if you want something, you gotta put yourself out there. And sometimes,
Right.
and majority of the time, you have to bet on yourself because it's not gonna be nobody out there that's gonna do for you like you do for
Right.
yourself.
Right.
You
And I
gotta take
mean,
a chance. That's just what it
95% of
is.
the people don't have budgets to bet on themselves. They talk a
Exactly.
good game, but like they really don't understand what kind of money it takes to make a star. It's a lot of
A lot,
money.
a
A
lot
lot of
of
money.
money.
I don't want to be discouraging, but
It's being real. It's real
being
talk.
real, man, at a minimum, a bare butt naked minimum 100,000. Like, and most people
Yeah.
don't have that. You can do little things here and there to get your presence up. There's other ways, um, that you can achieve certain things, but as far as being that one, like it costs so much money. So it's
Yeah.
tough.
It's tough. The money is real. Like you say, it costs a lot of money to do a
Hmm.
lot. You gotta really sacrifice some things, and it
You do,
costs a
and
lot of
like
money.
sometimes it ain't worth it.
Yeah, it ain't.
Just being real.
With this, yeah, it ain't. it ain't.
Right.
It ain't worth.
Right.
It. Gonna leave that right there. It ain't worth it.
Right.
Your soul ain't worth your. You know,
Mm-mm.
it's
Mm-mm.
not worth. It's
Nah.
not worth it.
All money
You can
ain't
still
good
leave a
money.
legacy without being so big, but you know what I'm saying. Your
Right.
soul ain't without
Right.
losing your soul. You know.
And I swear to you, because I know I have the talent to be way further than what I am.
Hmm.
I know that deep in my heart, but because I'm not the type of person to sell my soul, like it's some things I just ain't gonna do.
That part.
Sorry,
That
you
part.
know.
I'm sorry. You know, hey, if it means do this, do that, I'm
Right.
good. For
Yeah,
what?
like it.
For
It
what?
all money ain't good money, man. And for
That
me,
part.
my sleep is important. My sleep is important. Like I want to be able to sleep at night knowing that ethically, morally, that I'm at least living to the best of my ability. Yeah, we all fall short sometimes, but let me tell you something. I ain't. It's some stuff I ain't gonna do.
That part.
Right.
That part. That
It,
part.
it is
I'm
what
not
it
gonna
is.
do all this stuff just to get on top. It's not
Right.
worth it.
Nah.
Our money ain't good money.
Mm-mm.
I want to be able to sleep at night without somebody trying to kill me.
Right. Right.
I want
And
to be
real
able to sleep
real talk, I got the ability to make so much more money outside of the music industry than in the music
Yeah,
industry. Like,
yeah.
I do it for the right reasons. I believe. Like, I love music. I
Mhm.
love connecting with people. My connection with people is through my music. Um, that's the only reason I do it. I don't do it for the money. I
You do it because you.
make money in a bunch of other ways. But I don't do music like for the money. I do it because I love
The love of money, as they
it.
say.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I do it because this is what I love to do. I've been doing it
Hmm.
since I was young. I love to sing. So
That's
if I
it.
can help somebody else out, why not help nobody else out?
Right, right.
I don't
And
have to do this to make money. I got other ways to make money, but this
yeah,
is what I love to do. This is one of my first loves.
right. And
You
it
love
is that.
out there. Yeah.
It
This is
is
my
it
first
is
love.
that. Hmm.
This is definitely my first love, and it's something that I love to do. When you love to do it, you get farther.
You, you
It'll
do,
come.
you do,
You get way
and it comes. It comes. It will come. Just
farther.
kind of keep at it, doing your thing, man. And, understand that everything ain't for everybody. Just do you, be yourself, and do stuff how you want to do it.
What advice would you give to an aspiring artist that's coming up now,
So,
that's hungry for it, want to actually do it, and they love to do it?
don't be so hungry that you don't understand the business.
Hmm.
This business is 20% talent, if that. The music industry is 20% talent. It might be less than that. The rest is business. 80% business. 85, 90% business. I'm sure you have seen that there's a lot of people in the music industry that ain't that talented.
Hmm.
But they got some hella business people behind them, behind their marketing, behind their music, doing their thing. They got something, but they not that talented. There's way more talented people that aren't signed, that don't have records, that are not performing than there are that do. You're looking at 5% of the people on the planet that are so talented that we're able to watch them at a show. We're able to see the Chris Browns and the Hers and Jasmine Sullivans and the Ushers and Tanks. We're able to see them, but they are
Yeah.
such a small percentage of dope artists that are out there, and any of them will tell you, man. I bet you they all know somebody that will sing them under the table. That's not
Hmm.
signed.
Yeah.
So you know, understand the business of how to make money in the business.
Hmm.
Whether it be understand the merchandise game, whether it's understanding publishing, whether it's understanding royalties, mechanicals, um, your performance royalties, your copyrights. Understand all of these things so you can be able to thrive in places where others don't, because some people are so caught up in the glitz and glamour of the music that they forget about the business part, and they end up getting screwed.
Yeah.
um, Attorneys are expensive, so you can't
Hmm.
always depend on your pockets to hire an attorney to look over contracts for you. But we got Google, we got Chat GPT, we have libraries, we have places that we can go and learn things, and bounce these ideas and things off of very smart people, other people. Um,
Read before y'all sign a contract.
right. Don't be so
Read.
excited because
Read.
any
Forget the
contract you
money.
get is
Read.
not is it's not going to be beneficial for you. It's going to be
Read.
beneficial for the person that's giving it to you.
Exactly.
But
Read. Read.
yeah,
Read. Read.
reading is fundamental.
And very much so. Read, y'all. Read before y'all sign anything,
Yep.
any contract.
Yeah.
Because once you in it, you in it.
Mm-hmm.
You sign it on that black. All I gotta say, look, they sign right here,
Right.
and they mess you up at. You
Right.
sign those dotted lines. You sign
Very
those dotted
true.
lines.
Very true.
You messed up.
And we've all done it. I've done it. I got some crazy ass contracts. Like,
Yeah.
why'd you do that? But I had to hire an attorney to get me out of it, that type of thing. But it
Because
happens. But
we don't look at the the business side of it, like you say, you look so much up at the money, like, okay, I'm gonna get this money, I'm gonna sign this contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I need to look at that business side too. Like, what is it gonna do to me? What are the pros and cons of it?
Right. Right.
The ins and outs.
I
Like,
give you
you gotta
some
know.
advice. Go take your Series 7 and sell life insurance. You want to be rich? You want to be rich? Learn how to day trade. Like, this music ain't it for that. But if you love it, rock with it, man. There's sacrifices that you're going to make. You're going to see other people who not doing music, surpass you financially and have things that you don't have. Some people are good with that. So, it's all, according to what you want to do. Just be really smart about every single decision that you make when it comes to music.
If you could tell your younger self, or give yourself your younger self a piece of advice, what would you give your younger self? What would you tell your younger self today? Now that you have
Um,
experienced all this, what would you tell your younger self?
get your passport a little bit earlier. Um, finish school, college, and take your Series 7 and sell life insurance. No, but really, just be careful, man. This is a predatory business. Music
Hmm.
is a predatory business. There's always somebody who's making more money than you that don't do what you do. The ones giving you the contracts, the ones giving you the distribution, the ones giving you the platforms for you to be on. Like, understand how everyone makes money, so that way, you don't fall prey to
Hmm.
predatory contracts. There's a lot of people who sign contracts and got to end up suing a record label and all that stuff for money that's
Bankrupt and
missing, and
stuff,
you know,
bankruptcy and all that.
right,
Yeah.
hiring forensic accountants,
Hmm.
to track down publishing money, to track down royalties and all of this stuff that record companies be stealing, like that they don't tell you about. That's they
Oh,
stealing, but they don't tell you about it. So
exactly.
trying to track that stuff down is more of a headache than anything. But it all rolls back to really understanding the business. But understand how everybody in your camp, how everybody that is above you in the food chain makes money.
What is a legacy that you hope to leave?
Um, this is always an interesting question for me. Like I spent the last 15 years of my musical career helping someone else build their legacy, um,
Mm,
unselfishly.
yeah.
Um, but at that same time, I kind of like neglected mine. Um,
Wow.
so moving forward,
Hmm.
um, I just don't want to be an artist that did one thing. I don't want to be an artist that has been put in a box. Um, I love all kinds of different kind of music, so you know, I like jazz. I might do a
You
jazz
want to be
project.
outside the box.
Right, like right now, I do R&B, but like I got a whole like international EP, like 10 songs of like Afro beats and Afro Latino music. Um, you
That's hot
know,
now too. That's hot
speaking
now too.
yeah, it's hot now too, songs in Spanish, and I just want to do what I do.
Yeah.
Um um and as far as a legacy, I still want to be the guy that's approachable. I still want to be the one who can answer a text for you. You know what I mean? I
You
don't
just
want
want
to
to be
be.
humble. Yeah, you want
Yeah,
to be
like
humble. Yeah.
I grew up a certain kind of way. But I want my music, of course, and at this point, being in the music industry so long, whether it is multi platinum or a record goes double wood, it's going to outlive me. You know, legacy wise, make sure my daughters are good. Make sure my family is good. Like my daughters have been part of my publishing company longer than they even know. So,
Wow.
there's money that's accumulating for them through what I have. And to me, that's legacy. Making sure that my family's good. Something happened to me, everybody's a millionaire. So,
That
right,
That's the legacy that you want to leave. You want to be able to date your family good, your
right,
kids.
and it's it's not necessarily a record industry legacy. Like, yeah, I would love to garner accolades, this, that, and the third, awards and all of that stuff for what I do. I'm not chasing that though. If I happen to get
That
nominated for a
part.
Grammy or if I happen to get a beat, I'll humbly accept it. And
Yeah.
that would just go into part of the legacy.
You're
But
just not chasing it. Like you're not trying to run after it. Like it's not
nah,
something that you just do.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
Like
But
yeah.
I absolutely love it. Don't get me wrong. I love recording. I love the process. I love engineering. I love mixing for other people, even myself. If I can be a vessel of information for people who don't know, or help an artist come up, or any kind of development that I could do, for people, like, that's my legacy.
You want to help. You want to be able to
Absolutely.
people know that you was like, I did this, yes, but I'm not chasing it like I was. I would
Right.
rather help y'all get know the ins and the outs of the industry that I didn't
Right.
know. I'd
Right.
rather y'all to know the business side because, like you say, it's a predatory business. And that's
It
good
is.
to want to remain humble, like you said, and still answer texts from people and not be too busy because
Right.
some people get so caught up in the busy world of doing the stuff and they get the chasing the money and they forget
Right.
how did I get here? You
It,
know?
it, it it's crazy. Like, and I know some of those people, like people
Wow.
that I really rocked with, and for whatever reason, now it's like tough to get a response on the text message.
Hmm.
But then you got people, I got people, I bullshit you not, that are super duper successful in this industry. And if I call them right now, they're gonna pick up the phone or they're gonna answer my text. Understanding that they're busy, but also understanding that if I do call or text, probably important. Or
Hmm.
sometimes it's not, cause I hit people to be like, "Yo, what's good, man? Just checking on you." Da da da. I don't want none. Shoot me a
I
peace
just want
sign.
to see how you doing. Yeah, like you see
Shoot
so
me
many
a
people pass by these days, just like, okay, I just want to check on you, see how you doing. I ain't heard from you in a while. You
right,
all right? What they
right,
call it, health checks.
right, right. And
Yeah.
these are people in the music industry that I don't ask for favors.
Hmm.
Our relationships aren't necessarily built on music. It's built on commonalities, whether it be family or other stuff. But like, I got some people that if I asked them, like, "Hey man, I need to do a record," they probably would do it. I'm not that person. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I value a genuine relationship over a music relationship.
yeah. I
Because when
don't
you
want to
get,
just call
I
you
don't
because
want
I
to. I don't want to get into business with you. I still want you to call my kids on their birthday.
yeah.
That's more important to me.
That's
So,
just like you just have been humbled. Like it's not that I don't love it no more, but I'm just not chasing it no more.
right, not at all, not
I'm
at
not
all.
chasing it. Like I just gotta have it.
Nah,
I'm
because I
humble.
I seen so many people fall prey and
Man.
get to a certain level in their life, and then they end up hating themselves. Like, they go through depression, they go through anxiety, they have all these things that are happening because of bad decisions that they make. Like, seeing stuff like that. But it's crazy. So my father always used to say to me, he was like, smart people learn from other people's mistakes. He said, intelligent people, I'm sorry, smart people learn from their own mistakes. Intelligent people learn from the mistakes of others. Um, so you see all this stuff that happens. Like, don't ever have the mentality that, like, hey, it ain't gonna happen to me if I do this.
Mm,
I'm gonna be different.
don't ever think it can't happen
Right.
to you.
Don't think it right. Don't think that it can't happen to you. Like, you
Expect the unexpected, as they say.
Right. Those decisions, those bad decisions that other people make should allow you and make you to be a little bit more cautious when you're moving
Very
forward in your life.
cautious.
Because you
Yeah.
don't want to end up like them. I seen some people end up bad. Like they all the way up here. They all the way up here. And then all of a sudden crash. You don't hear from them no
Drugs,
more.
money, the love of money,
Right.
drugs,
Drugs,
everything.
you
Yeah.
know,
They
temptations
die
that
out.
they succumb to, like, you know,
Mhm.
it most of that stuff is not worth it, man.
Yeah, because you see the biggest of the biggest, and they
Right.
end up dying drugs, depression, and you
Right.
don't get to see the behind scenes. Y'all see them making the money, but why they making this money? They selling their soul. They so
Right.
depressed. They're not happy in what they
Mm-mm.
doing.
Nope.
They're not happy. Just because you see them with the money doesn't mean nothing.
Not at all. It
Money is
absolutely
definitely the
does
root of
not.
all evil.
Yeah.
You can love money, but don't have a love for money where you worship it.
Right.
And I think that's what
Right.
a lot of people
Of
go.
course, we all need it. We all gotta
Of
have it.
course, we need it, yeah.
But at what
But don't
cost?
worship it. Yeah, like
Right.
yeah, that's the thing. They what cost are you willing to do this amount of money for? Like,
Right.
come on now.
Yeah. So.
Like, okay, this $1 million. Okay.
Right.
If I gotta do this to get that, I'm good on that. That
Right.
million can stay right there in that bank account,
Right.
baby. With my little $5 in my bank account, I'll take it.
Right. And the cool thing, like one of the questions you asked me earlier, telling my younger self get your passport earlier, um, because traveling outside of the country, um, South America, Europe, um, some of the Caribbean and different places, you see happy people who have less.
Wow.
Like they're not chasing what we see in every single commercial and advertisement. Like we need more, we need more, we need more. I don't have that yet. I don't have this. I don't have that. Man, I seen people that live on $20,000 a year as a family, happy as hell, eat dinner every night with each other. They're able to have recreation and just kind of live. Um, and then they're not chasing vanity. They're not chasing this astronomical amount of wealth and riches. It's just like I have my family. I have this roof over my head. Got a
I'm
car.
happy.
I got food. Like
Yeah.
really, really seeing people outside of the country who are happier than we are as Americans with less money.
Oh yeah,
So
they say that like I had a this boy who I went to school with. He went to Columbia, right?
mhm.
And Columbia is very, poor in some places.
Yeah,
And he
absolutely,
was like, you just see them and they just so happy.
all the time. So
They so happy to have a little.
yep,
Thailand, you go out there and you see them, and these people are living free insurance. Like America is poisoned.
it is. You
Literally
know,
poisoned. Because you
like,
go to these places and they don't have much and they so happy.
right,
These,
and
these
they're good,
countries,
and like
like
they're
what?
not doing people dirty to get money, and
Yeah, like it's like
you
I
know,
interviewed a lady, her name was Sophie Saint,
hmm
and she's an island singer.
hmm
And she's not in the industry, she's independent.
right.
Shout out to Sophie. Woo,
Hey,
that's my girl.
Sophie.
She's a Grammy nominated as well.
Okay.
And she was like, I could really go and be in the industry. They have offered me money, but because it's so evil,
Right.
it's
Right.
evil. She's like, I don't want it.
Right.
I'm happy.
Right.
I'm happy being independent
Yeah.
because it's so much they take from you. You
Right.
can't do this, you can't do that. You in this world where they telling you what to do. When I'm
Right.
outside of the world, I'm happy. I go to
Right.
my country. She's like, I go to my country and like it's so many poor people, but they're happy.
Let me tell you, man. Like when I leave, I don't be wanting to come back sometimes, man.
Man.
Let me tell you, I was just in Sicily for 3 weeks and just enjoying the culture. I wasn't in like a touristy spot. I played, I stayed in an Airbnb, um, but just kind of enjoying the culture. And it was like, their money is worth more than ours, but the prices for everything is so low, food and all of that stuff. Like,
Of course,
and,
they
and
food is
people people
real
were
low.
just content. Like they were content in their lives. You don't see that. Same like you said, Colombia was another spot. I shot my video in Colombia last year. I got invited for a music festival down there. Shout out to Skrilla Gorillas. Put me on this music festival down there. That was dope. But just like, these people didn't know who I was. They
Mm-hmm.
heard a couple of songs that they vibe with, they could dance with, like, and they were just doing it. It was it was so dope, man, and
It's dope to be loved around the country, and it's
right,
dope to see people that actually love your music
right,
and they actually really want to do
right.
something
It's different.
with, you know what I mean? They don't
Hmm.
want. They just happy to hear you sing.
Right. Something
They
different.
happy to hear you sing. They
Right.
happy to hear you. They happy to see you perform. Like it's just
Right.
happiness. It's not always hate.
Mm-mm.
You know,
Mm-mm.
it's a different type of feeling.
It wasn't an
They have been.
envious soul in the crowd.
Yeah.
Like it was
You'll
just
be
dope.
surprised. You go to these out of country, man. When I tell you, I haven't been out of country, but Mexico is the farthest I've been. But
Right.
when you go out to like these other countries,
Hmm.
like these people jam like music like that
Yeah.
we have here, and they love it.
Yep.
And they don't have that much, but they love it.
Right. Right. It's just
They're
different,
not
man.
depressed. They're not
Mm-mm.
complaining. They're happy. They have this much,
Right.
and they happy.
Yep. They are.
So
So it.
it's just a different feeling when you go to another country. Outside this
Yeah.
country, you learn a lot. Like you say, you don't be want to leave.
No. No. I'd be like, man, I gotta go back to the grind. Like, let me find me a crib out here. But I ain't gonna front, man. Next 10, 15 years, I'm out of here, man. I'm going somewhere. I don't know
Man,
where. But like I'm setting up my finances so I can leave. Like
get up
seriously.
out of here for real. Like, look at. I want to visit Aruba.
Aruba's beautiful.
I
Aruba's
want to go
beautiful.
visit there.
Yeah, I
I
went
want to go to
there.
Jamaica.
I shot a video there last year too. Shot a video
For
in
real?
August in Aruba. Yeah, beautiful place. People are cool. Like, yeah,
Yeah, I would like to go outside the country.
hmm I
I
can
would
make it.
definitely that
I can
because
make
it's
it.
like you don't want to see just inside. I think I want to see outside, but ooh, just the way we got things going on right now, you know.
Yeah, it's tumultuous to say the least. Um,
Yes,
and it's
yeah,
stressful. Life is
it is.
stressful here. It's not unless you're making multi seven figures here. Life is stressful.
Like, man, trying to
Yeah,
tell you, you gotta work. You got regular people have to work like two, three jobs just
man.
to
I
survive.
know people making six figures, low six figures, but they live in check to check. That's crazy. The economy sucks.
It
Um,
does very
but
much so,
yeah,
very much so.
yeah,
And you can, like you say, you go out of country, and these people are living like good.
yeah. They chilling,
Yeah. This
eating
I'm
good.
telling you, I'm telling you, the girl I know that visit Thailand,
Hmm.
and my sister-in-law was telling me about. When I said that they don't have their insurance is free, baby.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You could
It's
stay in a
crazy.
house for like $1,000. So
Yeah,
I'm just like,
I mean,
okay.
that's a lot of money for Thailand. I got a homeboy. He was in Sicily with me. He's getting ready to go there for a month. I think he said his Airbnb for the month was like what was
Yeah, it's not like
I
this
think it
out
was
here.
I think it was like $500 or $600 for the month, and he was staying like in a penthouse type joint.
That's what I'm saying. And
So
out here you got thousands of dollars, and
right,
yeah,
I, I got
like
I got a homeboy here in Richmond. I just got my apartment. Da 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 da. I said, how much is your apartment a month? He was like, man, it's only 15, only $1,500 a month.
1,500
Yeah, he
for an
was like, it's
apartment.
only 15. I was like, bro, I said, I paid $1,260 for my mortgage for my house. Like, it's just
That's what I'm
crazy
saying.
the thought
That's what I'm
process,
saying.
like,
This is expensive.
because of what the economy has done to people's thinking.
Yeah,
Like, You paying $1,500, and I could fit your house. I mean, your apartment into my house 3 times. Like it's crazy, man. Like
Yeah, I'm in Houston, Texas, and for a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, I'm paying 1,500. So
right,
that's not bad. I looked up and got a good landlord, but
right,
it's just the cost of living now. Like for like you say, for these apartments, like
yeah,
I know somebody personally paying like $2,000 to stay in like out downtown
yeah, and more,
in
and more than
Loft.
that in some places.
I'm just like, that's crazy.
And don't let it be New York, really.
Oh yeah, New York is held
New
down
York,
now.
Jersey. That's why I left Jersey. Like,
New York, Jersey, and I believe Florida too.
yeah, Florida can be crazy. Just depends on where you're at. But
Yeah.
you know, 20 years ago, was it 20 years ago? Almost 20 years ago, when I left Jersey, I was paying $1,200 for an apartment in Jersey. 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's expensive. It's expensive.
It's
Gas
crazy.
is a heck of a gas is a hell of a price. It's like,
Oh man, I don't even talk about gas.
man, that's like what?
I ain't even talk about
Can I get a
gas.
boat or something at this point or something like that? I don't have to
Right,
use it.
like I keep eyeing Teslas.
Man,
I keep looking at Teslas and other stuff, man. But it is what it is. We're here. We gotta survive. We
yeah.
just have to be really smart, really
I think it's
diligent
what you
about.
make it,
It is.
and
It is.
I'm heavy on faith, and you just trust in God. What God has for you, He
Right.
will always
Yeah.
complete it for you. Like what's for you will always go with you.
Yeah.
You
There's a
can't
process.
worry. You
Yeah.
gotta pray. Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta pray. You got definitely with the world that we living in.
Yeah. For sure. If
Oh
you don't have some kind of faith in something, man, you are just lost.
man,
You out there.
you out of there.
Right.
Yes.
Out of there.
Like you literally, like you do have to, like, and that's why I say I believe I'm heavy on faith and I trust in God. You
Yeah.
have your days where it's ups and it's downs, but you gotta just keep faith and keep going.
That's it.
It ain't gonna like you say, it ain't gonna happen overnight, but it's not worth
No.
selling your soul.
It's not. It's not. Just trust the plan.
Worth it.
Trust the plan. It's not your plan. It's his plan.
Yeah,
Just don't quit. God gives you the tools to do whatever you need to do. Use those
yeah,
tools. Use those gifts. Understand where they fit in your life. Understand where your gifts fit in other people's lives. Um,
yeah.
Make the most of it. Like
You do
we
gotta
all
make
got
the
the same
most.
24 hours in the day.
Exactly, it's
It's
what you
just the
make it.
decisions that we make to do or not to do.
That
So,
part. It's all on but what you make. You able to make your day. You able to choose your day. Like my sister always say, you the one that can make your day. If
that's
you
it.
want your day to be upset, it's gonna be like that. If you want to be
Typically,
happy, you're
my
gonna
day
be
gonna be a
happy.
good day. I start off with that.
Exactly.
My
You want
my
to
day gonna be
make your
fire
day.
today. Like
Yeah.
things come up.
Gotta speak life.
Right, you deal with them, and then you continue having a good day. So
Before you move on. I mean, life is what you make it.
it is.
So
It absolutely
it's
is.
good. Well, it's been good chatting with you. Can you please tell everyone where to find you at on your social media platforms and
Sure,
let them
sure.
know
You
where to
can
find
find
you?
me at Billy Covington on Facebook, Billy C High Five
Mhm.
on Instagram. Of course, Threads, all the other stuff is intertwined. But if you hit me on Instagram, you can find everywhere that I am. Shows, I got some shows coming up. Got a show with Avery Wilson coming up. Ooh, wait. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, this solo journey is starting, and it's really cool. And I'm leaning on some colleagues that I know. Hey man, I
Okay.
need some shows. So
Amen. Okay.
I'm doing the Avery Wilson show. I'm getting ready to go to Jacksonville on Thursday. I got some stuff
Yeah, I
down
seen
there
a
with
little post that you posted on your
yeah
social media.
the Fleet DJs event. I'm doing a writers camp down there, hosting a writers camp for the Fleet DJs. Really cool producers and writers and engineers and singers. Avery Wilson, September 2nd at Yoshi's. I just picked up a show with Jay Holiday, Day 26, Q Parker, Profile in Los Angeles. So I'm still trying to get it, man. I'm building a new audience. I'm of course taking some fans that I had when I was in High Five, um,
Okay.
who trust and believe what I do. But I'm building new fans. I'm building a new fan base. You know, there's a lot of music that I have that was not for high five. I gotta get it out. So you know, my time is my
I
time.
feel
So
you. I feel
yeah, I'm
Do you have
I'm
any
so
questions
ready.
for me?
Um, let's see. I probably could
Oh,
pull out a
wow.
whole bunch of
That's the way you said it. Let's see. Let
no,
me just push it
I'm just messing with you. Keep building your platform. This
Thank
was
you
a
so
really
much.
dope interview. Um, I definitely appreciate your professionalism. Um, you know, our
Yes.
correspondence, email and text and all of that stuff, like everything is super professional. So I
Thank
definitely
you so
appreciate
much.
that. Yeah, so like just keep building, you know, keep sharing stuff with me. I'll keep sharing it. You know, we gotta build each other up. So that's
Of
that's
course, I'm
that's
out for
really
that.
all I
I'm out.
got right now. That's all I got.
Okay, yeah, I'm out for that. I am a writer myself too, but I don't write
Okay,
music. I
cool.
just write poems, and I got 4 books on Amazon published. I'm a
Cool. Let's
writer.
go. Let's go. Let's
I am
go.
definitely a writer.
Right, right. Cool, cool. Yeah, I got a friend that was talking to me today about helping them getting something published. So yeah, I'm gonna jump into that too. Like I
Yeah,
love to
I'm
write.
gonna send you my books. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
gonna
yeah,
send you
send
my
me
book.
them.
Behind me is the just the poem I wrote. It's like the my name, my first name versus my middle name, which is Lashay. It's
Gotcha.
really good. So I
Okay.
got it on my social media as well. It's like a poem, but it's like a. I think I'm gonna make it the cover of my next book, my bio.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Man, keep doing your thing, man. Like is a place for everybody in this industry.
I have to. I
You
mean,
just gotta
it's
solidify
just
your spot.
it's a love for it. I love
Mm-hmm.
to write. So
Cool. Cool. You
it's a
you
love
do
for
it for
it.
free.
Exactly.
Money's a
Exactly.
bonus.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a love for me. I love it. I love
Okay.
doing what I'm doing. I love hearing you guys stories and just talk to me on my platform. Because it's like you can't really go nowhere without nobody being in your business. You can't
Right.
really talk to nobody without them wanting publicity. And
Right.
just stunt scammers and all that. You can't do that no more.
Right.
So I like for
Yeah.
people to come on and just be comfortable and real and have conversation. Like,
Yeah.
you don't really get to do that no more. You don't get to really have real talk and authentic conversation anymore.
Nah,
People
you
always
don't.
want something from you.
Right.
So
Want
that's
they
why I'm
want
building my
something.
platform on. Yeah, that's what I'm
Right.
building my platform on.
Cool. Cool. Just keep doing your thing, man. This was awesome. I appreciate you having me.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you too. And blessings. And I wish the best for you on everything. And we definitely gonna keep contact.
For sure.
And
For sure.
thank you so much. It
Yeah,
was an honor.
absolutely.
And I'm grateful. I'm very
Absolutely.
grateful.
And if I got some people I can send your way too. So let's
Okay,
go.
no problem. Thank you so much. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much. All right. You have a wonderful day.
You do the same. Thank you.